Hello, and welcome back to our podcast. As always, I am T, and I am joined today by a lot of special people today. This is my wife, Jay, and we are joined by our best friends, Priscilla and Brenda. Say hello.
Hello.
Which one's which? Priscilla, raise your hand. Or an eyebrow.
Present.
Okay. And a grape. And her beautiful wife, Brenda, in the yellow tee.
And this is Just Us, episode, 7?
Think so. Yep.
Why do we
Priscilla
look like
ain't
that?
having it.
She said,
She was all swaying. She's like, I'm chewing this grape, bitch. Like, she ain't having it. You get to chew on it. It's all good.
Get it out of the way.
So, these are our very, very best friends. Me and Priscilla met about 13, 14 years ago.
how old?
You gonna start acting up already? Why I gotta be old?
Dang.
You supposed to say older. We're older. Just
Old dirt?
old.
Wait,
Not
you
old
say
dirt. Older. Not just old, but that's fine.
I hear that a lot.
Old dirt?
Old dirt.
Oh,
Who calls
God.
you old
They
dirt?
call me dirt.
Who calls you dirt?
The people I work for.
Okay. I ain't never in my life heard somebody call you dirt.
My clients.
Oh, that makes a lot more
Okay.
sense. You don't work for them. Shit.
So we've been friends for a very long time, and Priscilla officiated our wedding when we got married in 21.
Mhm.
And so then we officiated their wedding. We returned the favor. So that was pretty amazing. We were making history. It was awesome. It was a lot
History?
of fun. Mm-hmm.
Oh shit.
Yeah, we making
That's
history.
right.
So
We're
that's
gonna
how
be in
we
the
do.
history books?
Yeah, that's
We're
how
gonna
we
read
do.
about us.
Some
We are
3
about it.
badass officiants. Officiants.
Fish on.
Yeah, officiants.
Say it with that
If
accent, girl.
if anybody needs to get married, we got 3 of them right here. Just hit us up.
Mhm.
Just we'll work for free food and alcohol.
Absolutely.
I'll just work for alcohol.
No,
I don't even need the food.
I'll work for the wine.
and
Like a grape.
the
And the
grapes.
grapes.
Apparently, that's what we're eating right now because we had a very special young lady working the studio and running around and getting us some water and treats and stuff, aka our daughter. She's a very good host. So
The
the
princess.
princess.
Yeah, talking to the mic, Chris.
You can't hear me?
There you go.
The
Sean,
That's better.
Yeah, beatbox. Go ahead.
No.
She was beatboxing before the camera went on. She changed her mind now.
What happened now, honey? You can do it. Come on, honey.
So we officiate weddings, and she can beatbox at your wedding. Yeah. So hit us up. We'll get you in contact. You know what I'm saying? The beat boys and everything.
Oh my
So
God.
the funny part about it is, and I have to mention this, and then I'll move on. Is that we like this, right? We like this, like all tangled up like this.
Priscilla, like show her, like for real. How is it? We're like this.
We're like all in there.
Like that.
And the thing about it is, when our tight, close, best friend officiated our wedding, she kept getting my wife's name wrong. So I gotta bring it up. I gotta say it.
Okay. I got something to bring up. Go ahead.
So
Go ahead.
I think it took about 3. So her name is Tyra, but the way she spells is different. Tahira. Okay.
Which we happen to Google, and it says pronunciation. You do pronounce the H, but
how you gonna tell her mama how to say her name?
Puerto Ricans change things, so technically it wasn't that wrong.
They know technically that ain't her name. There are no technicalities for this right here.
How she was
So, her mom wanted to get crafty, right? So she was like, I'm going to switch it up. I'm going to throw a letter in there that you don't even say. And so it's Tyra, but it looks on paper like Tahira or Tahira.
Or Tahira. That's what she was saying.
So she normally goes by T because it's just easier, which is fine. So now, we're dating. Now, fast forward, we're getting married, but everybody calls her T. So including Priscilla, Brenda, they've always called her T. So I think the very first time seeing her name, like on paper, we never actually verbalized that it's Tyra, not Tahira. So I guess, I'll take some of the blame in that. But we're up there, and she was so cute. At first, she was nervous and everything, and Brenda was holding her down. She's like, babe, you got this. You got this. Like, okay, boom. Everything was going great. And she looked so fly, too. And it was nice because Brenda matched her outfit. It was really nice.
Oh, don't cry. It's okay.
And she's like, damn, I was fly. So everything is like literally, it's just perfect. It's perfect. Until she had to say my wife's name. So the first one, me and T are looking at each other like with the oh shit eyes, right? Like, I don't know if you could see, we're looking at each other. And then it was like, yo, did she just say your name wrong? So it was like a little giggle. So she proceeds, and I think the name comes out again. And now we're like kind of giggling, trying not to look immature in our own wedding, right? So we're up there like, right? So by round 3, I was like, psst. I was like, it's Tyra.
Hey, bestie.
She's like, what? like it's Tyra, not Tahira. So this shit was so funny. Everybody was laughing. But I have to tell that story because we're literally that tight. And yet, she done messed up my wife's name at the wedding. So
wasn't there kind of like something similar at our wedding?
You were on point. I don't know what you're talking about.
There was something similar.
Oh.
And then afterwards, you said, well, I guess that's payback.
What was
I can't
that?
recall. I'll
find out.
Well,
Keep tit for tat on the low. They haven't
I don't
said
remember
nothing
anything.
since the wedding. So that's just like, actually, there's a few things I wanted to discuss.
Oh, we could talk about cake pops and.
Oh my.
Those are your vows.
We won't go there. We're gonna move on. People who know us, who are watching the podcast, will know exactly.
They
what
know.
we're talking about.
I can't even chime in and save you.
Babe.
It was part
Really?
of your vows. I said I'm not gonna chime in. This is me
I was
not chiming
voluntold
in.
those vows.
So you just
Agreed
agreed
to
to
that.
any old thing?
I couldn't marry
You
you
said I
without
do.
saying I do.
So you didn't mean anything?
Of course I
in the
meant.
vows?
Oh my.
You just agreed? You just agreed so you could get a yes, so you could get an I do. You just want to get my pants? Is that what it
I
was?
already got in your
You-
pants.
you-
I didn't
you had
need
a-
that I
was
do
a
to get in
dude
your
moment.
pants.
She's like, I said what I had to say. I didn't say I meant it.
All right.
Okay.
You know what? I'll make cake pops for the next podcast.
But they
Okay?
gotta have love. They can't be all annoyed. Like, you didn't even make eye contact when you told her that. You just said, all right, I'm gonna make cake pops. Like, you gotta make eye contact and be like, I got you.
Yeah,
Cake pops coming soon.
You do make amazing cake pops.
I
Tell her.
mean, they're a lot. They are a
So
lot.
you didn't mean that either just now when you said
I'll
you
make
said, "All right,
'em.
I'll make you cake pops.
I'll make them. I won't enjoy it, but I'll make it.
No, you gotta
But
make
you
it
gotta
with
put the
enjoyment
love in
and
there.
So we'll wait until you're feeling it.
We'll wait till you get in that moment.
I got cookies. Y'all want cookies?
She don't want no cookies.
I made cookies.
You didn't vow
She
for
make good
cookies
too.
Hi.
in the vows. Because, so for anyone who doesn't know, in the vows, her cake pops are bomb. So in the vows,
They're not.
Priscilla made sure that she said after that she had her reciting what she said, which was that she promises to make cake pops for all the coworkers, and she smiled and agreed. But now
She don't work there no more.
She works there. The cake pops weren't for me. I could get them whether I work there or not.
So does White. He's kind of waiting for those too.
Oh yeah,
Mhm.
White's been hounding me every single night. Hey, where's my cake pop?
Don't say nothing, Slay. He watching.
He ain't watching.
Since we dropping names and stuff on here. Anyways, just so everyone knows, she has 30 minutes of sleep in like the last, I don't know,
24 hours.
48, whatever them hours.
So
So
my eyes are so chinky.
she will definitely make the cake pops with love. It's not the cake pops that bother her. It's the lack of sleep right now. So I wanted to clarify that.
You're always defending me. You're
of
so sweet.
course.
That's her job.
You're so
It's
sweet.
my job. I meant it in my vows. I meant it when I said
This is
it.
her. I'll defend you.
Did you mean to be on time too?
I've been trying.
You've
I've
been
been.
working on that.
She's been working on it. It's like hit or miss, but for the most part.
Thank you.
Well, she showed up on time for our wedding. Actually, she showed up early.
Super early.
Yeah, I was early for the wedding. I'm sure that was a severe concern for everybody because I'm always late. I was
I
there.
have faith in you.
No.
I have faith.
You had faith
We
in me.
both had faith.
That was a big day. Oh my god.
Yeah.
That was
was
such a great
awesome.
wedding. It was so much fun. I loved it. So
It was fun.
I was there on time.
Early.
So we threw a bachelor party. Let's talk a little bit about the bachelor party that we threw.
For
Oh,
them.
that we
my God, that was so
loved
fun.
throwing this bachelor party for them.
That
Let me
was
tell you, it was the
nice.
best.
It was a 2-part, right?
It was a 2-part. Mm-hmm.
Yes.
What was the theme? You guys
Oh.
remember the theme of the bachelor party?
Gay as fuck.
Gay as fuck.
Gay as fuck.
Ah, she got
She
it
said
right.
it. Mhm.
Oh, you're all sweet and innocent.
Yeah.
Rainbows. No, gay as fuck.
You said rainbow.
She's so cute. Rainbows and
Everybody was dressed in
unicorns.
rainbows.
I'll help you do it. Hold on.
Can I get a grape?
I don't know. Can you?
Can you get me a grape?
Yeah.
Oh, you already put one in your
I
mouth?
is we.
My fault. I'll take it.
Trying to choke me on TV.
I know.
On TV. All 20 people watching. Hey.
So, we partook in a bachelorette party for them. We had such a great time. And we had, what do we have? Pin the nips on the double
On the
Ds.
double D's. You did a great
So
job
that-
of that.
that
by
That
the
was
way.
cool.
Yeah.
That was fun.
Yeah,
good.
that was fun. We wanted to surprise them. We were trying to give you guys like
It
that
was the
surprise
best
because they
bachelorette.
didn't really know what to expect walking in. They're just like, okay.
Now the best was the chauffeur.
Oh,
We had a
no.
chauffeur come
yeah.
to the house and pick us up, which
Your
was my
brother.
brother.
Mm-hmm.
The cutest thing he looked outside my house, standing there
With his
white
outfit.
gloves.
And he was
That's right,
all
he was
prim and
so
proper.
handsome.
Mhm. Yeah, he had the hat, the white gloves, the
Mhm.
jacket, the shades,
He had the
everything.
wine in the
Everything.
back seat
So cute.
with a
He
picture
went
of us,
all out.
everything.
Mhm.
That's
He went.
that's where I started crying.
Yeah.
I started crying and then I got in the back seat.
5 minutes in.
Yeah, I'm like, oh.
Brenda's always like, babe, my makeup.
That's exactly what I did.
See?
I'm like,
He
oh,
even,
man,
he
I didn't
even
even
played
bring
our
a
song.
comment.
He even played
Yes.
our engagement
Everything.
song.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
She
so-
drank Moscato in the back seat.
Yeah, they were living it up. We was trying to do it big,
I
y'all.
was like, oh, now my honey likes wine. We'll
That's
drink it now.
She
our
said, yeah,
favorite.
no.
Carry on.
But yeah, so we had little games like that, little adult games, and then we had bobbing
For peepees and
That's right.
pussies.
bobbing for pussies
Bobby
and bobbing for peepees.
Mhm.
Right. So this was interesting because
That was funny.
you had to bob for whatever your gender was. Right. So it wasn't dudes bobbing for pussies. It was one dude, which that's even questionable, and that's a long story in itself because he had a whole, AKA Chi-Chi, who we're talking about. But that's another show in itself. Maybe
That's
we could
another
get
podcast.
Chi-Chi
We're
on
gonna
here.
Get Chi-Chi on
We're
here.
gonna
Yeah.
get Chi-Chi here.
We're gonna get
you're
Chi-Chi
invited.
here.
Chi-Chi will be here.
But Chi-Chi is actually a dude and had to go bobbing for peepees.
He was in full glam that night.
And he won.
he
did win.
won. He did that.
He took
So-
the hell out of them people.
Sure did. He got those up real quick. He had like a whole strategy going on.
Oh my
Like, I'm
god.
like,
It's
I don't know about
interesting.
Hey, he would stop, spit, stop, spit.
Listen, you
Yo.
think you know your friends. Have adult game nights. Adult, okay? And we're not talking
Definitely.
tic-tac-toe. We're not talking Connect Four. Get you a couple adult games and you will start learning some things about some people. That's all I'm saying. I don't care what circle you run in. If you have close groups of friends,
Yeah.
get you some adult games and you'll start learning some shit. Oh my God. Do you remember? Can you? No, that's probably too much work, right? To show your angel tattoo on the back of your neck.
Hold the mic, honey.
I got
So she has a tattoo on the back of her neck, right? And we're playing an adult game. Can you see it?
Yeah, you can see it.
Okay, there's an angel. Point it out, Brenda. Because I could tell what it is right
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
So there's the halo,
Mhm.
and then there's the angel. So we're playing an adult game, and I have to draw a penis on her neck.
Oh,
Right? Now, mind you, the way the shirt was cut, I'm like not paying
OMG.
attention to the tattoo at all. So I draw these big old hairy balls and the rest of it. And then I'm like, is that an angel tattoo on your back? You remember that? We were
Yes.
crying,
So,
yo.
as
She
the-
literally
in her
drew it
hands or
in
her
her
mouth?
hands, so
Yeah.
she was holding the penis right there like this.
Yo.
Head facing like this.
I just remember that now. Oh my God, that was so funny. So the point is, get you some adult games. Excuse me. And you'll learn a lot of new
Oh
things
my god.
about your friends. So I know this right here, baby. That's something that you were heading up. No?
What do you
'Cause-
mean by that?
Well, so one of the things we wanted to talk about with y'all is gender roles because we kind of touched base on it in another episode. We were talking about ourselves. So, like, as far as you guys, do you feel like you guys play gender roles? Do you feel like somebody plays like a specific role in your relationship? Do you feel like you guys are equal? Or do you guys get like the side eyes from certain people when they see you? Like, let's say, okay, you're in a hat. So people want to look at you
stereotype,
like,
yeah.
oh, yeah, like the stereotype and stuff. Because we were talking about that, I think,
We were just talking about it today, too.
It's actually funny because it's kind of like the same.
There you go. That's way better.
We don't have a role. Like, we're both pretty much equal. She just happens to be very feminine.
Mm-hmm.
She's extremely feminine. She's very girly. I have always been a tomboy since I was little.
So, like, don't say little
But
boy.
I love being. I was gonna say no, but I love being a female. You know what I mean? So I mean, not that I'm. I respect, everything.
But everything going
but
on.
as far as roles, as we're speaking about roles, I don't feel that we have a role. Like, I don't feel like I'm her.
Yeah.
Like I'm the man in the relationship. We don't have. I don't think we have a role, but we do get the side look. I get the side look.
Friend that twisty, the mic closer to her.
Oh,
there you go. That's better.
Oh,
I get the side looks.
Mm-hmm.
I guess because of the way I dress, but I've always dressed this way.
Right, because it's comfortable for you.
Right.
It's not that you're saying, "Oh, okay, I want to look like a man." No,
Right.
you find comfortable clothing,
Exactly.
and because one thing that we always say, like we shop in men's clothing too, they always just have better patterns, stuff that just looks downright cooler. And we're like, damn, there's been times like we try to find certain things.
Like I don't want to look like a hoochie all the time. I'm sorry. Or like a 60-year-old lady. Like,
well, not even that. Like some of the men's departments, like even their clothing fits better on some women.
It does.
Like I've worn men's t-shirts and I love them better than women's t-shirts because they feel more comfortable on me.
Because of the cut, right?
But I won't wear t-shirts on a regular basis.
Yeah,
You know.
So, and then we were talking about like one of the things I think my pet peeve, and I've had plenty of people ask this. And you tell me if you guys have ever gotten
I can
this.
guarantee it.
They'll say, "Oh, so like, who's like the dude in the relationship?"
Yep.
But they're like dead ass serious, like
Right.
not even trying to be funny, and that's so offensive to me. And I don't get offended easily, but I feel like how stupid do you sound asking two females who's the dude in the relationship?
Yeah.
And it makes me want to slap the shit out of people because I'm like, well, seeing as how we both have vaginas, I'm gonna go with there's no dude in the relationship, and that's usually my response because I could joke with the best of them all day, but like people ask this and they're not even kidding at this point, and I'm looking at them like, what does that sound like?
Yeah,
so that's one of my pet peeves.
It's stereotype that they feel like the two women have to have one dude play a role.
Mm-hmm.
Or one more dominant than the
right.
other.
So in your mind, you're automatically thinking it should be man woman.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but
it goes
you're
back to
seeing
that
in
same
front of
thought.
you, it's not a man woman. It's two women. So, but one of them has to play a man. No, it doesn't work that way. I dress this way because I'm comfortable, but there is no man, nothing manly about it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I like my hair short because I like to style it my way, and I like dressing comfortable. But if I have to get down and show some cleavage, girl, I will.
She ain't lying. She got a lot to show
now, my
too.
wife is very feminine. My wife likes to dress nice, and she likes to, and I encourage her to show her cleavage. You know, I encourage her to look sexy because I want people to say, "Oh, you know, I like that."
Yeah.
I
right. You're not taking
I'm not
offense.
a man that
So
say
you're
like,
yeah.
"You may not be looking at my girl."
Yeah.
Yeah.
It doesn't. Yeah. There's no role. Yeah, but I agree with you. I don't like that either. That's stereotyping. And educate yourself first before you come out with something stupid out of your mouth.
Exactly.
Educate. Ask questions. Do you guys? It'd be better if you come to me and say, "Do you guys like feel like you have a gender role? Like, is that
right? That wouldn't be offensive.
That wouldn't be offensive, right? Because now you're interested. I want to educate you.
Mm-hmm.
Like I tell my coworkers, ask me anything. There's nothing I won't answer.
Mm-hmm.
I would answer anything you need me to answer.
Right, as long as
rather
you're asking
educate you
respectfully,
correctly.
there's no problem with that. But like you said, if you don't educate yourself and you're talking before you even thinking, something like that, oh, who's the dude in the relationship, is like, oh man, that's a pet peeve for me.
My biggest pet peeve is
Mm-hmm.
when somebody asks that.
Yeah.
Not to mention that there are lesbian relationships that there is one that feels more dude because that does exist.
So we were talking about that earlier
but
today.
tread lightly when you ask.
Right. But that's if you want to identify like that, that's fine.
That's on you.
That's fine. But to
don't assume,
presume
right,
that well, it's two chicks, so one just has to be the dude. Oh, which one is it? Like, no, you don't presume that. it's offensive. You sound, like you said, uneducated. And at that point, I'm like, all right, I don't even want to engage at that point.
Yeah,
anymore,
like,
you know?
don't cancel me for this comment. But I feel like nowadays, if in a same sex relationship, like females especially, if you don't look a certain way, like kind of manly-ish, or like, I guess, yeah, manly-ish, I guess, and a girly female, then that's not a real lesbian relationship. That's in like people's eyes. They don't see that, oh no, too girly, or oh, there, it's just a phase. If it's two like boyish looking girls, no, they don't know who they are. It's always has to be one boyish and then one like
one femme.
right. So yeah,
Is that, would you say that's your pet peeve?
yeah. Assuming, yeah, all that. Like me and you, we're both pretty feminine, but we like to switch it up, right? So I might dress down one day, she might dress up, we might both dress up, and then that takes people for a loop. If we're both very girly, they're like, oh, they be trying to holler at her. I'm like, excuse me, that's my wife. They're like, oh no, but you guys are too girly. What does that even fucking mean?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So
yeah,
like that, I think that's my pet peeve.
It's like people can't just be like, just like normal. If you see two female couples, two male couples, it doesn't, just like normal. It's just a couple, but
Right.
it's like people got way too many questions. And like you said, if you ask respectfully, I don't mind, but it's like the mind just runs away with them. The imagination is running away with them, and then it starts to get complicated.
Right. No, I'm just educate yourself. But the way I explain it to people, because I've had people ask me, in a nice way, I explain this to them, especially a guy. You know how when you walk in and you see a pretty female and you're like, God damn, that female's fine. You look and you can't help it. You can't help but look. That's how I feel. When I see a female, right? That's how I feel when I see a female. Not to say that when I see a man, I don't think he's gorgeous and he's handsome.
Yeah.
But the sexual part in the brain doesn't go off.
Right.
It goes off with a woman, not with a man.
Right.
So and I try to explain that to you. It's just the way it is. That's the way I'm wired. That's the way I'm wired. But I don't have to feel like a man to like a female.
Right.
Right.
Or feel that you have to act or behave a certain
And it's like,
way.
we talked about this on the last episode about us being asked if we're sisters, but you never see two guys that are clearly together or they're gay or whatever. They never ask them if they're brothers. Why is that?
Yeah. Funny. Not to get off topic. Funny story. I took my daughter to the hospital the other day. Because she was sick. So I'm sitting. I don't know if I told you this, but I'm sitting in the waiting room. Right, we're sitting in the waiting room, and she needed to go to the bathroom, so she got up and she went to the bathroom. So the nurse called her to triage her, and he came and he went to the desk and he said, "Is she there?" So the nurse behind the desk, pointed at me, and she said, "Oh, yeah, that's her wife." And I said, "No, that's my daughter." Yeah, she thought I was my daughter's wife. I was like, no. I said, she went to the bathroom. That's my daughter. And then he said to me, he goes, "Oh my God, I thought that was your wife. I thought you would have been her wife too." And I was like, yeah.
Yo, that's just stupid.
But see, like,
shit
at
like
that point, like, I'd be wondering, like, what makes you think that?
Because I was dressed like this,
right?
They probably think, I'm a butch, and I came to bring no, that's my daughter, and no, I'm just comfy.
That's funny. No, I'm just comfortable. Yeah. That's funny. Well, that's like another pet peeve. The word dyke gets under my skin. Now, I have never had anybody call me that. I mean, I don't think anybody would have a reason to per se. But
I have about 3 or 4 clients call me that
on a daily basis. Now, does that bother you? Not particularly from them, because I think your clients, you can care less about what they think. But in general, is that something that that word just sounds so nasty to me? It was one of those words, even growing up, that I would hear, like not even related to me being with a female or anything. Just hearing that word was always like just this really negative connotation. Like I always took it like, oh, that's a woman trying to be a man. Like, oh, I hate that word.
It's like when they call a gay guy a faggot. That too.
Yeah, I would say it's like the equivalent of that. But it's crazy how many people still use that word,
Ridiculous.
even in regular conversation.
Yeah.
Even like when we go to Girls in Wonderland and stuff like
Mhm.
that, and like I've had friends ask questions about that, and particularly use that word, but like in regular talk, and I'm like, I cringe because I don't know. To me, that's such a
I
like,
tend
derogatory
to
term to me.
correct people though when I hear them saying that name.
mhm.
Like even in a general conversation with like friends or whatever have you, and especially even some family members, the minute they mention that name, I correct them real quick.
Yeah.
I'm like, please don't use that name. Please don't use that word in front of me. It's super, super offensive.
Mm-hmm.
And they shut right up.
But at least you let them know.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, some people it causes a little ruckus and a couple slaps here and there, but
They'll be alright.
they'll be all right.
Yeah,
It's funny because for me the word queer too is kind of offensive. Although it's not supposed to be offensive, there are people who accept that as a title.
Mm-hmm.
But personally, the word queer for me, even though it has there's a meaning behind it, I find it a little. We were talking
I
about
think-
that one day too. Actually,
Yeah,
at
we
work.
talked about it at work because I always knew that like a derogatory term. But now, like with the letters LGBTQ, all that stuff, I guess it's just taken a different turn and people are embracing it, which I guess is great. But I've always grown up thinking or knowing that to be like a derogatory term.
Yeah.
Because they have so many letters now. We were at work one day looking it up. I forget what came across our desk, but it was LGBTQIA, something else, and a plus.
RSTUVWX.
It was a lot. It
Okay.
was a lot. So we got curious. So we started looking up all these different words. We
Mhm.
would get the answers and then say, what the hell does that mean? So now we were looking up the
Yeah, yeah,
definitions.
I remember that.
Oh,
night,
it was a rabbit hole. It was a rabbit hole. But you know, it's hard to believe that we've come so far, but when you really think, it's like, you know, have we? Because of the way people still,
it almost makes you feel like you went a little back now.
Mhm.
Because now we're being attacked in so many different ways, you know.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to believe, but
but I still fight for it. I'll fight for that A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P.
That's right.
Represent.
We're pro-human.
That's right. Pro-human.
We're pro-human. Actually, she was just talking about a shirt that she saw or that you're gonna get made. What was
I have
it?
one, and I want another one. I want my wife to make me another one, but I'm waiting.
What did it say?
It says him, her, them, human.
Him, her, them, human. That sounds pretty badass. So when your wifey makes you one, you know, we want one. And we can wear it here, and we can advertise it for you.
I got you.
Sponsored by.
Sponsored by.
Yeah.
Friendly's Design. Made up that name. Cricket.
We'll work on it. We'll work on it. Oh. Hold on. What's this one?
I love you.
Oh, that's the wrong one.
No, that's the right one. Good job.
Oh, you changed it. Oh, hell no.
Oh, yeah, we changed it for that one.
We have too much fun playing with these buttons.
So you recorded
it?
on?
Oh, no, it's right here, baby. That's the one you're looking for.
Oh, man. Yeah, we did. So it comes with like pre-recorded stuff, and then it gives us 4 slots to put whatever we want.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, so we play with it and whatever, but I haven't memorized it, as you can see. So, all right. So, since you guys are newlyweds, we had a few questions for you. And this is a safe space. You know, we have witnesses and stuff. So, answer honestly and freely.
I should have put wine in this cup.
All right. Not too bad, but one of the questions we wanted to ask, and we'll answer too. What do you miss from not living together? I don't want to say being single because it's not per se single. It's just that things change when you live with someone. So each of you, we want to know, and then we'll answer. Like, what do you miss about not living in the same household together?
That is a hard question.
I have no idea.
Because I can honestly say that there is nothing I miss about not living with her.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't miss anything, honestly. Because everything was so like, even though I dated here, I dated there.
Ay, qué fresca.
Pero, no, it's just when living alone, well, I always had my kids, you know. The kids were there. There was always somebody there.
But as far as like that couple.
But
like,
as being There's nothing that I miss. I can honestly answer that question.
I know her
That's
answer.
it.
That's easy.
They're good, babe. They practiced before, and they was like, they will not break us. Okay? No matter what they ask.
You have an answer, huh?
Like, if there's anything you miss from before you guys lived together.
Yo.
Maybe. I have to think because I'm trying to think of like something, but I don't think I can think of anything. Okay, maybe do number 2 in private.
What?
That's an
Oh,
answer.
pooping?
Yeah, like pooping in private. She'll just come right in the bathroom, and I'm like, ah,
Get out!
or
Get
plucking
out!
my little chin hairs in private. But she never knew about it until like a couple. Oh my god, I would freak
Get
out.
out the bathroom.
I can't the bathroom. What are you doing? I'm plucking my chin.
But I'm plucking those things when you can't move. You told me I have to pluck them.
I did. I always said we always had this thing that if something was to happen to me, I need what are the 3 things?
You're crack. Not crack.
You're
cocaine.
crack.
Show me your crack.
That's how you start learning
It's not in
things
my
about
cleavage.
people, boy.
It's my soft lips, the chapstick
Uh-huh.
that I have to have. And
Yeah.
what's the second one?
Poking it. You're
Plucking my hair chin.
Poking them?
Plucking
Or
them.
plucking them?
Plucking
them.
That and your nose hair.
Poking your chin.
No, my
hair.
moisturizer.
Oh,
honey.
moisturizer.
So wait, this is
Those are the 3 things that if God forbid something happens to me that she
That needs
knows,
to
that
have-
you can't do it yourself.
if I cannot
This
do
is
it
what she
myself,
needs
you
to know.
have to.
She
do
needs to
it.
have
So like
soft
if
lips?
she's mute for some reason, then you
She
need
forgot
to
about
know
the moisturizer, Jill. You got to hook this up. If something happens to me.
that. All right, we got
Moisturizer.
you. We got a moisturizer. I'm gonna have
What
Jergens
are-
on deck.
What are
I'm
our
up
3
right-
things? No, Jergens for the face. You need some facial moisturizer.
All right. Well, now you really know who got you. It ain't us two.
Thanks.
I got you.
Thanks,
It's
Boo.
not me and Priscilla.
She
got me.
she
It's
don't
funny
she don't
because
need
it's
it.
These 2 get each other,
We got
and then
so
we get
much in common, and they got so much.
I know.
It's crazy.
It's funny though. It's funny.
You married each. Oh my god, that's funny. You all married the same person.
Mhm.
That's
Love you,
why
Boo.
for whoever wasn't at the wedding, in the vows, T says she's speaking about who she is and why she's officiating the wedding, and she says something along the lines of that Priscilla and I are 2 peas in a pod and never had an intention on getting married, which is very true. But then she says, "But look at us now, Brenda. We got the last laugh." And then, so,
Yeah.
and she gave a little high five. So
Uh-huh.
that was pretty cute. All right. So what do you think 3 things for you then? Because
If-
now that she mentioned like her 3 things,
If you're
that
like
she-
paralyzed, can't do nothing for
I
yourself.
can
Like,
tell you what.
Oh,
you
go
can't
ahead.
speak. What does she do?
Oh my
for you?
gosh.
Your wedding ring.
Hold on, she can't
Has
tell
to-
you your
Oh
answers.
no, my wedding ring has to be
Has
on
to
my
be
finger.
on.
Okay.
Her
Yes.
finger.
There's a reason.
You heard that,
You
babe?
guys
Her
know-
wedding ring needs to be
For
on her
different
finger.
reasons. Those are for
Needs to
different
be
reasons.
on her
This is
finger.
about them. We're not
Oh,
going back
God,
to
we're
this
going
ring.
to the wedding
We
ring.
ain't
There's
going
no way.
there to the ring. She was waiting
We
for
know.
something to plug it in.
Damn.
She was just waiting for something.
You guys know why this wedding ring has to be on my finger.
Yeah,
I
we
would
know.
say the
It's a
wedding ring
very
is one.
special wedding ring.
Yes.
You're not getting away with it.
It is.
And a hat. Definitely a hat because your
A
hair's
hat?
gonna look like a bedhead.
Any hat? Just a
Fitted,
hat.
just a fitted
fitted hat.
Any kind of fitted hat.
That's about it. I don't have anything else. No.
Tissues for your
Oh,
tears.
I'm gonna
tissues for my
say-
nose.
Coffee? Not coffee?
No, I stopped drinking coffee that much. I don't drink that
Baby,
much.
she's
Oh, she said that
paralyzed.
much.
She can't drink anything anyways. It's just to keep her like.
We
You
didn't
can
say
put it in
we
my
didn't
IV
say
if I
she
wanted
was-
it.
Yeah, that's an option. We said like paralyzed in the mouth, paraplegic. I don't think we were that
Definitely a
specific.
bird bath at least 2 or 3 times a day. Definitely.
A day.
Oh, she bougie.
God, yeah.
If you paralyzed, you ain't even moving. You ain't going nowhere.
Exactly,
What you
that's
need?
why.
What you need 3
That's
baths
why.
a day for?
I got you.
You are sitting up in a chair watching TV.
I don't want flies all over the
She
place.
needs some corduroy cream too.
Some what?
So whatever for the
Corduroy
Did you
cream?
corduroy cream?
I'm
That's
sorry,
a
I'm
fabric,
tired.
honey. Corduroy is a fabric.
I thought she said corduroy.
Cortisone.
Who you cauterizing?
I can't. Never mind. Continue.
All right.
All right, what's your answer?
So,
guys? Or
what's-
do I have more questions before you guys answer?
What do you?
Oh wait, no, we gotta answer the
almost
first
hit me in
question
the face.
first. What do you miss I'm not living together.
Yes.
Look at her face, though. She's rolling her
Oh,
eyes at
it's
me.
coming.
She's threatening. That's because she knows what do I miss.
Her-
Answer for me.
Her privacy in the bathroom.
My privacy in the bathroom.
I've gotten a lot better with that though.
No, I'm big on that because okay, y'all know I love her to death. Like she don't. We could do everything together. It's fine.
Except
I
the
don't
bathroom.
Care. But I feel like I think for her too, it's like, you're two girls and we're married. So she's like, everything in the bathroom. I'm like, no, I want my privacy. So but she's not like that. She don't care.
I be pooping. I invite her in. Come on in. Do your thing. I'm just
I will not go in
minding
there.
my business.
I'm like, I do
I mean,
not.
now
no.
we're used to it. Now it's like, yeah, it's an easy thing for us.
No, I ain't used to that. I told her, I said, listen, if you want to blow it up, if you don't want to blow it up, whatever you want to do, I don't want to bask in your aroma, period. So don't call me in here if you sitting on the toilet. Don't ask me to pass you nothing. If we're having a conversation, I'll sit outside the door with the door open and
Don't
I'll talk to her from there.
Mind you, this just happened. I just went to the bathroom and she left me with literally 2 sheets on the toilet roll. What am I going to do with that?
This one does it all the time.
Listen, I don't want to waste it. How am I going to predetermine whether you
How
got to
am I
take a
gonna wipe
crap
my
or
ass with
whether
2
you're
little
going to pee?
sheets?
But I don't know if you're going to pee or take a poop. That was enough if you would have peed.
But I poop.
But how am
So
I
now I
supposed to
needed you to go in there
predetermine
and
that
get me
you're
some
gonna
toilet
poop?
paper. And you over here like, here, babe.
I got her the toilet paper. I was holding my breath on the way through. Because that's all I'm saying. I'm like, you're beautiful in every way, shape, form. But
in the
I don't want to
bathroom.
know that you poop. Like, I want to pretend you don't.
It's funny because I want to
I'm
know.
like,
Listen, I still believe that this girl does not poop. I've never seen her poop. We've been together for 4 years officially, and I've never seen her, smelled it, nothing. I'm like, do you even poop?
my daughter calls me a fairy. She's like, Mommy, you're a fairy. You're a fairy. Only fairies don't poop. And she was trying to survey her. Have you ever seen or heard my mom poop? She was like trying to take a survey. She even was going to Nana, my mom. When's the last time you knew that mama pooped? Like, she was taking a survey. So she thinks I'm like backed up for years and that I just don't go. But you know what? That's fine. I want to think that about you. That I'm perfectly fine pretending you don't poop.
Sorry.
But she's like, I'm in here pooping. Like, she wants me to know. I'm like, well, then I guess we're talking from around the wall.
I'm like, I gotta take a crap.
Just
I
before
gotta
we left
take
the
a
house.
dump.
Oh, babe, I gotta take a shit.
Yeah.
Yo, it's funny because I guess I'm just too comfortable. I'd be like letting it rip, and she was like, babe, I don't want to know that you fart. Okay, girls don't fart. My girl don't fart. I'm like, yes, I do. We do fart.
I'm like,
Oh,
no,
yeah, we
get
do
up
fart.
and go somewhere. And she always laughs. I'm like, I don't find that amusing. But anyway, to answer the question, for me, it's just a personal privacy and not even to poop, but like I told her, she's like, but what are you doing in there? I'm like, whatever I want. I don't know, whatever I want, but I want to know that I can use this bathroom without you busting in the door. So I can do whatever I want or don't want, or look at whatever I want or don't want.
What does that even mean?
Like self-examine, whatever.
Yeah.
Without you like busting open the door. It's like
I'm like, I can take a look for you. Nothing I've never seen before.
And my leg is behind my head, and so
You doing some yoga in there, aren't you?
exactly. So me personally, that's one thing that I miss about living not together. It's just my privacy, but not in every single aspect. I do miss my privacy in the bathroom because she has no boundaries. She's just like, nope, we are one now. That's it. So what do you miss?
How about you, T?
I don't know. I think probably I think the only thing really probably as soon as I leave the house, I will like get a text. Can you come back? I changed my mind. Don't go. Come back. Sleep with me. That's it. But now I get to do that every day.
Wait, that answer just confused the hell
Oh,
out of
when
me.
she was living by her, when she was
When we
going
were
home
living
and she was
separate.
leaving you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, like you
Oh,
didn't
okay,
want me to
and
go
telling
ever.
you, hey,
Yeah.
come back.
Like you missing me like instantly. Now it just takes like maybe like 20 minutes.
Oh, so
for
you're
you to
saying you
miss me.
missed that because I don't do it no more.
And it takes you like 20 minutes. I just said it.
We're married. I know you're coming back here. I don't have
No,
to.
but
ask
I
you to come
want to
back
read
now.
it. I want to hear it. I want to hear that you miss me.
Yo, you're so cute. You know what? I have to say, being married to her is so much fun, and I have learned a lot.
That's such a baby.
No, I've learned a lot because I'm the type of individual, I'm very strong in my ways. And that's not to say that my ways are bad or good. They're just different than hers. And so I've changed a lot with her.
Yeah, she has.
Not at my core or anything. I've really learned to adapt.
I know.
I've never
I've seen.
completely different. I've never adapted with anyone before.
Mhm.
And that's to say that just I kind of had the mentality like it's just my way and
My way or bye
and that's
bye.
it.
Yeah.
But like I don't try to change anyone or whatever. But I think I always had the mentality too, being a single mom. Like I just don't even have time for all the extras. So like this is how I do things, and if it's not good with you, that's fine. But you can kick rocks, and that's fine. But with her, I have seriously adapted, and like I said, not good or bad, but I've learned to like
Compromise.
yeah, compromise. That's a good word. Like compromise and see like okay, it's not just what I say or and so I think we learn from each other because in the
Yeah.
beginning too, she was very like people pleaser. So us together,
Yeah.
everything was just my way.
I had to
So
unlearn and relearn.
It didn't help that she just went with everything that I said, but that was like she said, learned behavior from other relationships.
Mhm.
So we bounced off each other, and we were able to have those sit down conversations where I finally could say like, "Hey, I know I present a certain way, but like I really care for you, and it doesn't have to be my way. Like, let's talk about that." So I've learned a lot being with her. I've changed a lot.
She has.
Yo, she had. Who you telling?
No, she has.
Listen.
Yeah, if
And
anybody
all
knows,
the years that I know
She
her,
talks about it all the
and
time.
She's changed a lot in a good way.
I know
not in
she's
a
so
bad way, in a
romantical
good way.
now. So
Yeah.
romantical.
Mm-hmm.
I used to be harping on her because she used to not like that cliche lovey dovey stuff. I'm like, but I do. Come on, just a little bit. I'm not asking for much.
Pause. That's not true. You was asking for a whole lot. Mind you, I'm a very affectionate person. I am. But you was wanting the most. And that's okay because you know what? I learned that that's what she needs to feel good.
Mhm.
That's what she needs to feel secure. So you
That's
you
her love
you learn
language.
each other,
Yeah,
right?
That's the
The
book.
love language.
Right.
Yeah,
And
have
that's
you
a
read the
great
book?
book.
I
We
have
read that
it.
book.
Oh,
yeah,
I
we
it
have it
upstairs.
too.
Yeah, and we did the tests and stuff.
We learned our
So,
love
like,
languages.
I think I'm pretty affectionate person even before we met, but it's like again, you're learning each other, and I had to learn like this is what makes her feel secure in our relationship, things of that. So she's lying when she says she ain't asked for that much. She still does ask for a lot, but now that's where my changes come in because I don't mind.
Right.
I'm like, okay,
And that's what's gonna make you feel.
right, because I don't have a reason to not want to be that way with you, but that if that's just not me, it takes time to learn to adapt without being fake, where it's just like I'm gonna do this to make you happy. Like, no, I do stuff because it makes her happy, but that makes me happy.
Mhm.
It's not just to shut you up
Right.
type thing. So like now we're out in the street and I actually reach for her hand. To this day, she gets so excited. Look at her face. She gets so happy. She's so cute because even something small like that, I didn't really like holding hands in public, but I always used to look at it like if people know they're together, why they gotta be so. And I don't know where that comes from. I don't even know why I thought like that.
Yeah.
Who cares? Whatever people want to do, right? But I've always felt like, all right, we're together. It's obvious. You can even put your arm around me. That's cool. But I felt like, why we gotta like hold hands and walk everywhere? But now it doesn't bother me because it's something so small that makes her happy. And now I willingly, like, I'll go reach for her hand without thinking. Like, that's something that I want to do now. So she gets so excited about
I
it.
do.
But it's not even for her at that point. Like, I genuinely want to hold your hand. Like, that's nice because I have that before. Like, for me, I was just like chill.
What you were missing.
Yeah.
Or maybe not
Exactly.
what you were missing. You just never knew it existed until that person came along.
You have to meet the one that
And-
makes you want to do that
exactly,
stuff.
Yep. Exactly.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, we definitely learn a lot, bounce a lot off each other and stuff.
I've had to, unlearn, like I said, and relearn and just adapt to, because there's a lot of things that she is very, I wouldn't say set on, but she feels strongly about. And it took a while for me to understand why. But, those are things that we work through together.
Mm-hmm.
And now I think we understand and communicate way better today than 4 years ago, obviously.
Oh yeah, definitely.
That took a lot, but
has
yeah.
been a long way.
That's when you know that
Mhm.
there are things worth fighting for. There are things worth changing for. You just
Mm-hmm.
you take that time when you know you love someone so much. You stop. You listen.
Yeah.
You listen and you act.
Yeah.
It's a
Like,
difference as a, like a
mhm.
like
Like,
Yeah.
she's too much.
like for
Yeah.
an
Because then you
example, yeah.
never get the real feeling of that person.
Mm-hmm.
But that person has to take that out of you. Has to be,
Make
has to teach
you.
you,
Mm-hmm.
Right.
right? And you have to be willing to learn. That's when you know that person has your heart. That was it.
Yeah, and
That's it.
that's the one.
That's the one.
She got the little heart eyes. She's looking at you
Oh,
like,
no,
preach,
I'm
babe.
constantly looking at her when she
Yeah.
starts. There's sometimes that when she's talking,
Mm-hmm.
and it catches my eyes all
I
There you go.
Yeah.
So, what do you guys feel like was a unique challenge for you two? Maybe not so much once you got married because we were all living. Well, no, not together. That was gonna sound like a
the
weird.
time.
That was gonna
I'm
sound
like,
like a
"Oh,
weird
sister-
reality series.
Sister wives, sister
I mean,
wives.
I mean, like
Lesbian
we
sister
lived
wives.
together
Mhm.
and they lived together before being married. Is what
Mhm.
I meant to say. So, not so much the marriage part, but like just getting to know each other, living together. Like, what do you guys feel like was a unique challenge for you? Like, really, that you had to adapt to each other, or maybe learn each other's style of something. Like anything that you can think of that you're like, yeah, okay, kind of met in the middle.
It's funny because when I had to adapt to was having someone actually pay attention to me and take care of me, do things for me.
Mm-hmm.
Go out of their way to make sure, be considerate. Someone to be considerate for me. Like
Mm-hmm.
I've been in relationships where no they're not considerate. They just want,
Mm-hmm.
because I'm a very given person, and so I had to adapt to that. I'm like, I felt like if she would get up and there are so many times that she's bought me breakfast, she's made my coffee, she's done everything before I get up. Perfect example. The other day, sorry, honey, but I'm gonna bring this up.
Oh, what do you do now?
It was one of my long weekends, and she knew I
Mm-hmm.
was gonna get up tired, and it was gonna rain.
Mm-hmm.
So she decided to mow the lawn for me, so I didn't have to do it. So I didn't have to get up and do it, so I can get up and rest.
Mm-hmm.
It was after my third day. I was gonna
You
be
were
home,
beat.
right? And
12-hour
usually,
shifts
right.
overnight.
And she took that initiative because she thought of me. She thought of she's gonna be tired. She worked 3 days, mind you. She had to go to work that same day.
Mm-hmm.
She had to go to work the same day, so she worked sometimes 7 days straight.
Yeah.
But she's still considerate of me, and I had to adapt to that
Mm-hmm.
because I always felt like in my heart, like I don't want her to feel like I'm taking advantage of her. So I would like try to stop it, or I don't want her to feel like I'm expecting it. So I try
Yeah.
to stop it because I also know of her past relationships and she's been taken advantage of, and I don't ever want her to feel that way.
Yeah.
So that's something I had to adapt to.
Mm-hmm. That makes sense. What about you,
Right,
Brenda? Say
I
yup.
thought they were gonna say how great my lines were
You-
on the lawn.
Oh, yeah, that's a real question. How'd it come out?
Not good.
Nah,
She said nah.
my,
I mean,
lawn,
listen,
my lawn had mohawks, but
It
that's
did.
okay.
It did. But,
No, listen.
But it's a thought that
But-
counts.
exactly, it was the thought that counts, and the grass was super long because we had a lot of rain,
Mhm.
and I didn't know how to maneuver the lawnmower, so it doesn't keep shutting off. So it was like patch here, patch there.
No, Brenda,
I'm
Brenda
not
was
going back.
smart. She was smart.
Ran
She
over
said,
a big fat branch. Got the
I did.
lawnmower
I got a
stuck.
stump. I got a
Oh
stump,
my
and I thought
God.
she was gonna be mad at me. I was waiting patiently in the kitchen
Mhm.
for her to wake up, and I'm like, honey, please don't be mad. And she's like, oh man, what happened? Because I never say that.
Mhm.
And like I ran over a stump with the lawnmower, and I think I broke the blade. And I'm like freaking out, thinking she's like gonna be fuming, not fuming. She's never really mad.
Yeah.
But anyway, she went out there and took a look after I went to work, and she's like, babe, it's easy to fix. I'm like, well, I don't know how to do it, so I couldn't fix it. before I go there."
So she was smart enough to do that, to be considerate, and then she's like, I'm gonna make sure she don't want me to do it again. She's like, I know how to do it right. Break the shit. And she'll be like, no, babe, don't worry about it. It's the thought that counts.
I did. I just felt so bad that if I did, like, I wanted to do it. Like, don't get me wrong, I've mowed my lawn in my old house, but I'm not that great at it. But I'm doing it mainly because you had an extra shift,
I worked overtime too.
You worked overtime, and then
Oh, man,
that was her
yeah.
long weekend. And I'm like, I have to work all weekend and eat. Idalia, the hurricane was coming.
Yeah,
Mhm.
Italia.
So I'm like, okay, we have to get this done before it rains.
Yeah,
Like,
because
you know
then
what I
you'll be
mean?
that
Unless
much
it's going to be up to
higher.
here now
Mhm.
instead of here.
Yeah.
So that was her main
Mm.
reason why I did it.
But
So
anyway,
sweet.
that's what I had at that.
But I don't weed whack,
Yeah.
and I do not blow leaves or blow
She just leaves that shit there.
Anything.
She
I don't
said,
blow
"I
anything.
blow
Clear.
anything."
Anything.
Yes. I'm petrified of a weed whacker. I don't know
Listen,
what it is.
you said that like someone might ask you to mow a lawn, but after what you
I
said, don't
know.
worry, no one's gonna
I do
ask.
windows.
No one will ask. Is it? Let me get a grape. Ooh, and a little thing of
There's a
cheese.
vine.
If there's
Okay.
any cheese left, because I'm keeping nibbling on this.
Yeah, I
cheese.
think there's a little bit left here. I got it. Yeah.
So, Brenda,
You
what
want a
did you
cracker
have
too?
to get used to? Like, was there something that was a bit challenging for you?
Learning how to cook Spanish food.
How
No,
to cook it
actually,
or
I
eat
can
it?
cook Spanish food pretty good. It's the rice I cannot make for nothing. Because I'm sorry, us white girls make Uncle Ben's a lot. Or
Said
rice
us white
aroni.
girls.
Sorry if I offended any white people on here.
Is that the bag in the
The
stove?
bag in the stove, or the ones where you put in the microwave, Uncle
Mhm.
Ben's, 80 seconds. I didn't have time raising 3 kids to make any kind of Goya, long grain.
Hey, that's
basmati,
valid.
basmati.
They still
Now
taste
she
fine.
I bought her Puerto Rican cookbook.
Oh,
Ooh,
now
we
I
got
can-
one too.
Oh, now I can cook my. Now I'm good.
I'm gonna say we don't believe you. I'm gonna say prove it.
Oh, I will prove it in
Yeah.
2 seconds.
That'll work.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
I make mommy her pig feet stew.
No, you gotta prove it to us. That means
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
a
yeah.
taste
We-
test.
we-
She'll
we
make you some
want-
that
patita.
means
No, yo no
that
quiero
means you
patita. I
gotta
don't like to eat
invite us
patitas.
over.
Those
So
are
that we
creepy.
can-
No patitas. I don't want
Oh
no,
yeah,
Those
no
are
mommy
pig's
little-
feet.
loves.
the
Mommy
little-
loves
The little
them.
pig's feet. You want those?
Mm-mm.
Okay.
Mm-mm.
Nope.
Mm-mm.
That's
Got a-
what I say.
got a
I
visual?
don't eat that. She makes it for
No.
mom though,
I make it for mom.
and mommy loves them. So
Really?
she's like,
bet.
"Ay, la blanca
Old school,
cocina,
of
what?"
course.
And it comes out different every single time.
Listen,
I
as
make
long
it.
as you impress mom,
Yeah.
You're good.
you're
You're
good.
I'm like, I got to her. So it took me 7 years. But yeah. But
What
that
about
was-
you, babe?
Yeah, that's
Oh.
it. Okay. Well, you didn't answer what was your 3 things because Brenda said her top 3 and Priscilla said her top 3.
And we're skipping around. Oh, like if I couldn't do nothing for myself, what do I need?
Yeah.
I need you. Attached to my hip.
Ooh, good answer. That's now. You don't even got to be paralyzed for that. That's what you want now. Okay.
Making me sound
Me?
toxic. Stop.
It's not toxic. You just love me that much. I'm just that great, y'all. What can I say? What can I say?
That's the
She loves
problem. God. Oh, I need water. Because I feel like a little guppy.
me. Oh, like right
like
now?
drinking
Or
water.
you
No,
mean-
no.
That's what I
Oh,
thought.
I wasn't
Like,
sure. I
no,
was
no,
like,
no,
yo,
no,
I
no.
got you.
I got you too.
The way she said it, right? I was like, damn, you parched? Okay.
You're about to throw water.
Water bottle. Pop! Okay, I got you. So you need water, you need me, and what else?
Comfy oversized t-shirt. I don't like to feel restricted. Or like a beater because those stretch out.
Ooh,
I don't like to feel.
like nothing but a beater?
That's fine.
Okay, that is fine. That is fine. And that's a wrap.
What about you, babe? What are your 3? You ain't getting out of this one.
Damn. So I would definitely say chapstick, which who said chapstick? That was you,
Brenda.
right?
That's for crack.
Because I'm
That's
like
correct.
ridiculous with it. Except my problem is I lose them all the time. So I have like 173 chapsticks in this house alone that I only know where 2 are.
But you use
So
specific chapsticks or any chapstick?
Well,
I
now.
prefer the chapstick with the what is it? The chapstick brand.
That you could buy at Walmart or you could buy at CVS. or you
Yeah,
could- oh, okay,
but
yeah.
I will
Mhm.
use different ones.
That's
Oh,
how I
somebody's
have to order hers on Amazon because they don't sell it anywhere.
Well, hold
What?
on, because
Really?
we've been using this new one, and this one works better than that chapstick brand.
yeah, and this one
It's-
has to get ordered too.
It's Honest by Jessica Alba. It's actually really. That was me. Sorry.
Oh.
Oh, part of an Honest brand.
Yeah,
that
it's
one- those ones
it's
are
really
too.
good. And I think that works better than your chapstick one. Your chapstick one just keeps leaving me drier and drier every single time that I put them on.
Okay, it doesn't leave me dry. That's why it's my chapstick.
You don't even have one. You keep melting them.
You say it with disgust. Like, your chap is mine, and I like it. So she always wants to steal mine. So I'm glad that you put yourself out because
I got no shame.
She always wants to steal mine and take it over. So that's karma. Why that don't work for you?
Because
why it leaves you dry.
I can't ever own anything. You steal everything.
Like what? Like what?
Like I can never walk out of this room and wear my own shoes.
You're a size 9 and I'm a size 5. I steal your shoes?
You don't walk around in my freaking Crocs every day. I gotta go barefoot.
Shoes. Okay. Because I was like, I know damn well I don't steal your kids. Yo, okay, the house shoes.
Okay, let's get back.
You said like you had a list. I'm waiting. That was one thing, your Crocs.
Okay. My water. Every single time that I gotta bring 3 water bottles next to my bed before I go to bed.
That water? It's not my water.
I bring it to the room.
I ain't buy that case. I want them 2 cases. Should I put it on my side of the bed?
Let's mute this mic right now.
All right, we're getting sidetracked. And this is like drawing on. So let's finish these little questions and then we're gonna get you in the beater. So
we get you in the beater.
I got the all right, the chapstick for me. And then I didn't name anything else. I got
That's
2 other
it.
things. If I can't do for myself, what would I want? Oh, no, I was going to lie and say a brush. I barely comb my hair now, and I'm not no paraplegic. So I'm not going to even lie and say that. That's a good question. Honestly, I don't know. I never actually, I don't know. I don't think I have anything that's just a chapstick, like constantly with the chapstick. That's it for me. Why you got to look in disgust, though? Yo, you're annoying.
You do realize that if you are, you're going to be pooping, and she has to poop.
If I'm what?
Paraplegic.
No, but
I guess I better be careful crossing the street then, because I don't poop. Lotion. Oh my God, I'm bugging.
No, you're right.
I need lotion for my feet and my hands.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's crazy because they'll be like, what's wrong with your hands? What's wrong with your feet? They don't even like look or feel dry. But to me, like if I physically am not, like I get out of the shower, so they don't even have to like be dry. To me, I feel dry. Like, and I think it has to do with the water too. Because in Puerto Rico, the water is different and I don't have this issue over there.
Too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I think it has to do with the water. But I would definitely need a bottle of Jergens. That's my number 2 things. Chapstick,
Jergens.
My Jergens, and you.
Why is that like such a cop out?
Because it was obvious.
You already said you didn't need nothing but your chapstick.
Yeah.
Is that what I said?
Yeah,
I said I don't need nothing but my chapstick.
Let's
That's
play it
literally
back.
what I said. I don't need nothing but my chapstick. That's not what I said.
You said there's nothing else that I think I will need. Nope,
that's very different than saying I don't need nothing but my chapstick.
Yo, that's
There's nothing
exactly
else that I think I would need. All right. On that note, we want to thank you guys for spending your time with us. This was so much fun, and it's so cool when you guys like mention something in the podcast. We're like, oh, they watched it. So we love that. This was really cool that you guys were like our first little guests and stuff.
It was so good. It was fun, right? I was scared of one thing once.
What?
I thought we were going to talk about the chicken wings.
What chicken? Oh my God.
We didn't talk about the chicken wings.
Brenda.
I didn't ask for the part 2.
That's for another episode.
That's for the no. What was it? The gristle?
The gristle.
The gristle.
I grew up knowing it was gristle.
We didn't even know what the hell gristle was.
We were like, wait, what? Dissection of a chicken wing.
She watched a documentary. It was about
a chicken or a chicken wing.
Chicken wing, a raw chicken wing on a table as the person dissected it and explained every single piece.
Is that the video that you sent us?
Yes,
that's what she was looking at her
yes, phone? That was like, don't ask her, because you asked her a question about the bubbler, which is another story.
Oh my God!
And I said she's not going to answer because she's watching a chicken wing.
That's right.
But anyway, that's another podcast.
I don't eat a lot of things with bones. I don't. Mm-hmm. Chicken wings, yes, but I don't.
She got a lot of bones.
I don't like.
Mi amor.
She does. But this one chicken wing that I got, the bone was like broken half, and you can see.
You know when the bone breaks sometimes? That was it. She was like, hey, take this one.
That's on the video. Yeah, Priscilla sent us a video. When she's cracking up behind the camera, talking about her and her chicken wing while she's like gagging over there. She's just laughing, and she's like, "Let me make sure I film it."
Oh, that was bad.
No, good times. We'll definitely have you guys back so we can talk about the thistle, the gristle,
the bubbler.
so we can talk about the gristle, the bubbler,
And the jimmies.
and the jimmies.
Jimmy's in the water fountain, yeah.
We're gonna hit all that.
Well, with that, we'll just wrap it up. Thank you so much for watching. If you did watch, if not, well, too bad.
Your loss.
You lost.
Your loss. Our gain.
Make sure to follow us on YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram at JusTUs2228. And no, hold on. I got that right. Wrong. Spotify, YouTube, and TikTok at JusTUs2228. And on Instagram at JusTUs_2228. We will see you in a couple of days, maybe?
Friday.
We'll see you Friday. Bye-bye.
Damn, that was perfect. That was like a whole hour.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
That was a whole hour?
Come on, stop.
That was good.
Yeah, that was a quick hour, it seemed like.
Oh,
Oh my God, that
God.
was so much fun with you
That
guys.
was fun.